go. We're going to do a video on how to clean a mess like this while you're out in the woods, bushcrafting, whatever you want to do. Take creek water or water, get it in there, and we're going to put it on the fire. Okay? Not the cooking fire, the fire. We want this thing to boil. Okay? We want it to boil for a little bit. So that's what we got. I'm gonna get a fire going up around it. I'll bring it back in. I don't know if you can see that with all the smoke and the shade, but as you're cleaning it, you put it back on there, it's boiling right now. It'd be even better if it was doing a lot more rolling boil. Okay, so gloves is a must. And don't think that the gloves will be able to just handle that. It's not. Meaning picking it up straight with the gloves. Okay. So what I do is, you could even use a stick. Cut a blunt point or a sharp edge, not super sharp, but flat edge like this. And while it's in there, you can do this. Because we know some of the stuff caked on there. And this is easily coming off. Again, I would have a glove over here, especially if it was hotter than this. But I can manage right now. I say that, but I better get the glove on. It's a little hot. That's why, if you got the room, take gloves with you. Take a multi-tool. Can't beat a good multi-tool. I personally like Leatherman Wave, but it's a little pricey. I got mine in the Army, so probably why I'm partial to it too. It would be a little messy. Okay. Still good, some chunks on the sides. But the more you do it, go slow. Hopefully, depending on how much water you got, okay, you see that? Look at that right there. That's burnt sugar. Too easy. Now that we got to it, next part is now we got a flame down here. Okay. We'll let that go for a little while and we'll bring you back in. So you can see how it looks. Okay, hopefully you can see that. See that roaring boil? It's been like that for about 5 minutes now. Just letting it boil. Okay. So I see chunks. It's a good thing. Get my gloves on. Another thing to have in your backpack is a good rag, cleaning rag. Okay, it's still gonna be hot. Don't use your gloves and think it's not going to be. Depending on what kind of gloves, you can really have another emergency on your hands. Some melted gloves in your fingers. And I'll tell you right now, even if we can't get this sugar up, which it might be still sticking here. When you get to your house, you get it back home. When you get it back home, you can use an SOS pad. Matter of fact, I might save that and finish this video up with that. With me doing that. But if you're backpacking, you're really just getting the chunks off. Like if you cook with Dutch ovens, you're just using this to scrape the food off, wipe it out, and you're good to go. Okay. Okay, testing it with my gloves. Make sure it's not too hot. Okay, we do have some burnt sugar in there. I'm gonna save that one to, well, I mean, you can see it. You can, if you keep doing this, cleaning it, if you got access to a bunch of water, scraping it out, it'll clean up. Again, you take it home, use an SOS pad, clean this whole thing up. You're going to be good to go for the next time. You ain't tearing this up. So let's see what it does one more time. Ain't gonna take no time to get it to boil. Fire like that. Okay, third time. So I let it boil. I would bring it in, but I mean, it's nothing. There's almost no water in there, so I let it boil all the way down. So we started with a little less than a half a cup. Let it boil all the way down to almost no water, okay? What we're gonna do now, I mean, you can hear it hitting the sides, okay? Remembering it's hot. And we don't care about the color, the blackness on the cup. We just want chunks, no chunks, okay? That's what our goal is. Just like a cast iron. You clean it, clean the chunks out, oil it up, and get right back to cooking. Same thing here, okay? And really, I don't know why I just poured that on the fire. I don't think there's too many spots, just this one right here. And that's about done. Okay, got that piece out. Okay. Keep just a tiny bit in there and take your dish rag. Remember, it's hot. Keep your dish rag. And really, let's put it a little warm, but I'm feeling for any chunks and I don't feel any. I wish you can feel it. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, again, there's no chunks. Continue on with your camping trip, your hiking trip, backpacking trip, and continue cooking. When you get back to the house, and I'll finish this video up with that, we're going to take an SOS pad to it all and clean it up. Some people do, some people don't. I do. So I'll clean it up. But right now, we can cook right into this and have another decent meal. And no residue from the last meal we had in there. All right, we got back. Now we're going to clean up our gear, because remember, we cooked in this. There's no big chunks. Hopefully you can see the residue that's in there, but there's no chunks, so that means you can still cook on it, okay? We used our scraper out there, cleaned it up nice and neat to be able to continue cooking, which we did. Now we're going to finish it up, clean it back up, and some people do this, some people don't. I do it just because I like maintaining my gear. Okay, we got half of an SOS pad. May need a full one, we'll see. All right, but we're going to mainly work on the inside. Get some water in there, and we're just going to scrub with this SOS pad to get it all nice and neat. And it's already coming off. I'm not even putting too much pressure on that. See, getting her, you gotta do a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease, elbow power, whatever you want to call it. And if you do it after every so many cooks or trips, it won't be that hard. And it ain't got to be perfect, because it won't be perfect, meaning brand new. I'm getting the bottom of it. Go ahead and get some of this off. And the reason I do this, so every time I store it, it's not getting my stuff all suited up or black. Give it a little bit more water, turn that off. All right, definitely some improvement. First pass. Okay, look at that. A lot of the chunks came, or not chunks, but a lot of the suit came off. Okay, we'll concentrate a little bit more on the inside again. It's just hard getting some of the angles, a little bit more pressure, some spots. Oh yeah. Some more. I probably should have started with a whole SOS pad instead of the half. But I'm getting ready to go do some more cooking. Do this when the wife is away too, so she don't get mad at you messing up her kitchen. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about doing it. I'm not gonna worry about doing it too clean because I'm getting ready to go cook in the backyard. I got a couple more recipes I want to test. But look at that, clean inside, really clean, and look how much it already took off on the outside here. Okay, a little bit more scrubbing, this thing would be clean. It would look just like almost brand new. You wouldn't be able to tell you used it too much. Okay, but taking care of your cup, your cooking equipment, pays off. You don't want to leave no residue. You don't want to cook with anything in there food wise, any chunks or anything. That's why you keep a scraper and you keep your rag with you. You can wipe it out while you're there on the trail. Come back home, SOS pad it. You know, I got more SOS pads. If I really wanted to clean it, I'd get a full SOS pad and clean it that way. But like I said, I'm gonna go cook more so I can bring you some more videos. Okay, there we go. So with that, I'm Joe with Around the Pit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.